This sci-fi horror gem is the ideal B-movie. Creature, also known as Titan Flight, is released in 1985. It's a sci-fi horror classic with an absolutely stacked cast, all coming together. Director William Malone at the helm. The cast is full. Our lead Captain Cup of Joe is played by TV actor who's gotten tons of work over the years. His partner Sladen is Francine in American Dad. She's also been in everything from The Burbs, The Small Soldiers, and even Night Court. Ferris Bueller's dad is the commander of the mission, Perkins, who was also in a bunch of classics, being everything from Mr. Grady to Battlestar Galactica. Everyone here's had a hell of a career, but we ran out the crew of the ship with a silent stalker Bryce, John and Susan, the couple here to give us some nakedness, and Wendy the nurse. The film starts with an opening kill on Titan, moon of Saturn, and a crew of German astronauts were checking out an ancient laboratory where they're all seemingly killed. The surviving member crashed into the coolest model of the film. Perkins gathers our crew to go finish the mission. They have a bit of a crash landing on the moon, but they get to explore the German ship and the case between the two, which is full of bodies and atmospheric fog. We get a kill already before Susan is locked in the room with the monster, so her team just watches the creature POV her to death. They get into the lab, they check out and reconnect with their team, and they land on what I'll call an American ship. John somehow sees a naked Susan outside, though, so he goes to track her down. Meanwhile, the best actor shows up in the film. Motherfucking Klaus Kinski shows up, and he's the final surviving member of the German team. He's also super creepy and gives us some of our best lines before exposition dumping. He basically explains the monster has this galactic intelligence. It's got hive mind through these spore bugs he puts under the bodies, and he can control them through that. He also explains the monster's been there for 2,000 centuries, just waiting to feast before the German ship arrived. He's also got explosives on his ship, so that'll be important later, I'm sure.
Ja, es ist eine Sammlung von Lebensgeistern. I mean, we found someone's collection of life from all over the galaxy, like a child's butterfly collection. Only that some of these butterflies are not so friendly.
Klaus Kinski is awesome no matter what he does. If he's a creepy building manager in Crawl Space, it's great. If he's Count Dracula, it's awesome. Weirdly, Hoff is usually in his name somehow. John is killed by the nude Susan, big shocker here, and I guess he's turning into the hive mind. Klaus and Bryce go to recon some air canisters from the German bodies because they're running low, and he wants to assault Bryce some more. John radios from the neighboring German ship and tells them he's almost has it up and running, and they should come over. Wendy, Cup of Joe, and Barkins just head over like a bunch of dopes, and Sladen stays behind to make sure the other two, when they return, know to go to the German ship. Well, shocker. John is a bad guy, and Wendy's face gets eaten. John also has a face peeling off, and it's a great effect before the creature decapitates Wendy and Perkins blows John's head off. Definitely the best kill right here. Definitely a highlight of the film for sure. The two dude bros run back to the bridge, and meanwhile, the power goes out in the American ship. A mysterious body comes in, and Sladen has to face off with a space zombie, Klaus Kinski. Sure, why the hell not? I was kind of bummed at first that he died, but who really cares? He's awesome and continues to be awesome in this movie, especially as a space zombie. And it is a bit of a shame that he was off screen to death. He chases her back to the German ship where Captain Cup of Joe pulls the spore off Klaus's head and Perkins blasts the shit out of him. Now, there's 20 minutes left, so we still got a monster. Let's do the thing. They hotwire the ship so it zaps the shit out of the monster, but there's still 10 more minutes at this point, so of course he gets back up and Perkins finds those explosives, and he sets a trap. Captain Cup of Joe finds the creature gnawing on Perkins, but he arms the explosives and is shot out of the hole. Surprise, bitch, the monster still isn't dead, so Cap Kung Fu kicks him out into the caves on the moon like a fucking Don, and the bomb delays, so Bryce has to re-enter the movie, shooting it and sending that totally not xenomorph to hell. She saves Cap from dying on the surface, and I guess the three of them fix the ship or something, happily ever after. Surprisingly, no sequel hook. Oh yeah, Sladen is reading about William Malone's last film, if that matters. Creature is obviously an alien cat shit, but it does it with a charm. It's not as ridiculous or fun as Galaxy of Terror, but Creature is a horror sci-fi gem with great suspense, solid characters, a spot-on cast, amazing set design, good kills, and overall an ideal B-movie vibe. The film couldn't land a studio to film in, so an abandoned industrial plant would have to do the trick. The sets do look amazing though, and the two leads who worked on that would go on and work on Aliens, if that's any testament. The film was only made because of the excessive scared to death Malone had, and a backer was ready for his next flick. He pitched Murder in the 21st Century, but in fears it wasn't exploitation enough, he was sent back to the drawing board. The next day, Malone presented a 2-page synopsis he wrote in the 70s titled The Titan Fly, and the rest was history. Speaking of history, this film does have a bit of a weird one from comic legend Neil Gaiman reviewing this in an issue of Imagine magazine, to a scene homaging Jaws randomly, to Forbidden Planet, The Thing from Another World, and Star Wars references to the T, and again, even a lead role from American Dad is in this. Creature is worth a watch. It's a well-crafted cash-in with levels for fans to go back and enjoy while still being a semi-original film. It's a hell of a lot better than a Seminoid, that's for sure. We get a goofy xenomorph, a space adventure people figures, Klaus Kinski, a decapitation, alien herpes, and a movie that's just made to be a video store classic.
Hang on to your hats. One more time. Here we go.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're not already, drop a little subscription down below. Make sure you stay tuned because every day in the month of October, I'm dropping a different horror movie review. I believe they come at 7 a.m. Eastern time. And so keep an eye out for that. And then every other week throughout October, there's a bonus comic video still coming up. I still want to make sure there's still some combo content on the channel. And then throughout the rest of the year, there's combo content every single week, 1 to 2 times a week. Plus, I do the YouTube Shorts where I post stuff on there every day. I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook, I got the Facebook group Fandoms Unleashed where you get a behind-the-scenes look at the whole channel, everything, Connor's Comics, the whole company, all that kind of stuff. So all that is linked down in the description below. And again, make sure you subscribe. Keep an eye out for updating daily videos. And until next time, peace.